Top typical cases of China custom intellectual property protection in 2021. In 2021, the General Administration of Custom closely followed the National Intellectual Property Strategy and Innovation-Driven Development Strategy and increased enforcement effort to combat intellectual property right infringement and the manufacture and sale of counterfeit and shoddy goods in China. According to statistics, the General Administration of Customs took 84,000 measures to protect intellectual property rights. It detained 79,200 batches of import and export suspected infringing goods and received 20,133 applications for custom protection of intellectual property rights. The seizure of infringing goods is still mainly trademark infringement. The number of patents, copyright, and Olympic logo infringement seizures increased exponentially, of which 8,380 pieces of goods suspected of infringing the exclusive right of the Olympic logo were detained. In addition, with the development of new internet businesses, cross-border e-commerce channels have gradually become the focus of enforcement. 17,800 batches and 1 million pieces of suspected infringing goods of cross-border e-commerce were seized in 2021. And the percentage of detained batches and quantity in the enforcement of non-cargo channels increased from 11.69% and 9.93% in 2020 to 23.25% and 18.11%. Meanwhile, on 26 April 2022, the General Administration of Custom announced the typical cases of China custom intellectual property protection in 2021, including Hangzhou Custom seized a series of cases of exporting infringing cell phone parts by strictly protecting independent intellectual property rights. Guangdong Custom led Guangzhou, Shenzhen, and Huangpu Guangdong, Shenzhen, Huangpu, and other custom authorities to carry out joint enforcement action against infringing goods and so on. The following is a brief overview of these typical cases. Hangzhou Customs strictly protect independent intellectual property rights and seizes a series of cases of exporting infringing cell phone accessories. On 11 March 2021, a company in Yiwu declared a batch of export goods to Yiwu Custom under Hangzhou Custom. The goods declared name included charging head, charging cable, and the other electronic products. After inspection by law enforcement officers, 34,000 cell phone charging heads marked with the trademark Huawei and device were concealed in the container. On 8 April, a company in Dongyang declared to Jinhua Custom and Hangzhou Custom to export a batch of goods. After inspection, the custom officers found 1,632 pieces of batteries and 15,000 pieces of other infringing goods which were suspected of infringing the trademark right of Huawei and device. The right holder Huawei Technologies Company Ltd. confirmed that the above charging head and batteries were all infringing products and applied to the custom to detain them. Jinhua and Yiwu Custom investigated the above cases respectively and initially logged the information of the owner and seller of the goods given the large quantity and high value of infringing goods involved in the two cases, both suspected of criminal offenses. Hangzhou Custom promptly informed the public security authorities of the case closed. They actively promote the public security authorities to investigate the case. In July 2021, respectively, the two cases were opened for investigation. As of December 2021, the public security authorities have identified the chain of production, transportation, and sales of infringing batteries, headphones, and other products in China, arrested a total of 14 suspects, took compulsory measures for 9 people, destroyed 5 counterfeit production guns, and seized more than 10 tons of various infringing products on site, with a preliminary estimate of the value of the case involving RMB 160 million. Gongbei and Jiangmen Custom jointly protect the patent right of the cookie production line according to the application. In late April 2021, a food machinery manufacturing company in Zhuhai reported to Gongbei Custom that the cookie production line exported by a machinery manufacturing company in Jiangmen Kaohsiung Port was suspected of infringing its patent right. Gongbei Custom immediately launched a cross-region rapid response mechanism jointly with Jiangmen Custom, made a risk assessment on the clues, and finally decided that Jiangmen Custom review the application for custom protection of intellectual property right, relevant patent document, and the corresponding warranty filed by the right owner and take control measures. On 28 April, the machinery manufacturing company declared the export of one cookie production line with 31 standard containers worth RMB 5,696 million to Jiangmen Custom in general trade. After on-site comparison and verification, the right holder considered that the relevant part allegedly infringed its 2 invention patents and 4 utility model patents. On 25 May, the Guangzhou Intellectual Property Court requested the custom to assist in preserving the evidence of the goods involved in the case. Beijing, Zhengzhou Custom Joint Enforcement says the case of imported infringing hemostatic gauze. In July 2021, Beijing Custom discovered that a company imported hemostatic gauze that infringed Johnson & Johnson trademark exclusive right to sell in the domestic market. In August, 3 batches of imported hemostatic gauze declared by the company arrived in Zhengzhou. Beijing Custom immediately notified Zhengzhou Custom to carry out joint enforcement. After receiving the notification, Zhengzhou Custom deployed business experts to conduct joint research and on-site guidance, suspended the custom clearance procedures of the 3 batches of goods, dug deeper, and expanded the line of subsequent shipment of related roads of the same consignee, focused on inspection, and continuously seized 9 batches of hemostatic gauze suspected of infringing the exclusive right of the trademark epicon, more than 13,000 pieces. The value of the gauze is more than RMB 650,000. After the identification, the above hemostatic gauze infringed on the exclusive right of the trademark filed by the right holder in the General Administration of Custom, and the right holder applied to the custom for taking intellectual property protection measures. The Public Security Department intervened in this case in advance. The custom has transferred the case information and the goods involved to the public security authorities for processing. Shanghai Custom investigated and handled the case of exporting auto part infringing trademark exclusive right. In March 2021, a company in Shandong declared exporting a batch of oil filters under no brand to Yangshan Custom under Shanghai Custom in the general trade. After on-site unpacking and inspection, in addition to the declared oil filters, there were also some oil filters of the outer packaging that are printed with Hyundai, Toyota, Ford, Honda, Kia, Lexus, and Denso.